If you've ever felt that you practice, you do all of these exercises, but your voice doesn't seem to really be improving, then stay because today we're going to see why. One of the biggest challenges for singers is not lack of effort, it's lack of clarity. This means not knowing what to listen for when you're practicing, what to adjust, and what actually creates progress. What I'm going to show you right now is part of a masterclass that I recorded where I take you behind the scenes and I show you how progress really happens. So you can understand how coaches actually listen and how we turn feedback into real, tangible progress. If this resonates with you, I'm going to leave the link to the full masterclass below, but for now, let's dive in. Think like a vocal coach, the blueprint to mastering singing like a pro. Hi, and welcome to Think Like a Vocal Coach. I'm Jimena Cabrera, and in this masterclass, I'm going to share with you the exact strategies that I use with my students to help them turn feedback into tangible progress. Let's go. Today, I'm taking you behind the scenes of a real one-on-one lesson so you can understand the actual mechanics of vocal coaching. You'll discover how a one-on-one vocal lesson really works, why it fast-tracks your singing growth, how to start thinking like a coach yourself. A quick introduction before we begin. I'm a singer-songwriter, I'm a vocal coach, and I am the founder of the Singing Panda. As a singer-songwriter, I have been producing videos, singles, whole albums, and shows as well. As a vocal coach, I have spent over a decade now working with students from all over the world. US, from Mexico, Canada, UK, China, South Korea, Norway. I'm also the author of a singing technique book called Roadmap to Singing Mastery, The Singing Panda Way, which contains the holistic framework that I'm going to be sharing with you today. You have probably noticed that when professional singers perform, they look at ease, right? That ease is not accidental. It's actually the very essence of great singing. Learning to sing means learning how to create flow, release, and relaxation on purpose. And that is essentially my task as a singing coach. My only task is to listen intently, listen to the nuances in your sound, and guide you towards the most relaxed version of your voice. How do coaches do this? We use very specific types of feedback, and we turn that feedback into actionable information. These are the 4 types of feedback. Number 1, auditory feedback, what you hear. Number 2, visual feedback, what you can see. Number 3, verbal feedback, what you say and think. Number 4, kinesthetic feedback, what you feel. When you combine these different types of feedback and you make one adjustment at a time, you notice that your practice becomes more efficient, more intentional, and you become more empowered as a result. How feedback works in real time. All right, so let's pretend that you're taking a lesson with me. I'm going to give you a scale to sing. The whole point of the exercise is to see if we can try to use these 4 types of feedback to spot any signs of tension. Okay, ready? Let's go. Guidelines to assess your vocal production. Auditory feedback. Does your sound become tighter, restricted? Panda tip. You may want to record yourself. Visual feedback. Are there any signs of contraction in your body? Again, Panda tip. You may want to record yourself to be more aware. Kinesthetic feedback. All in all, does the exercise feel comfortable? Verbal feedback. Can you catch yourself thinking any negative thoughts? So here's a scale. Feel free to pause the video to try it. So pause the video and try the exercise before you continue. So how did it go? Did you spot any signs of tension? I'm going to give you some examples, some ways in which tension may show up when you're singing. Did you stretch your neck or look up? Did you open your mouth enough? Did your volume go up involuntarily? So did you see any of these things happening? Believe it or not, these are signs of tension. If you stretch your neck, there's a lot of strain happening. If you don't drop your jaw, also, there's a lot of strain happening in your face muscles. If the volume goes up, that's also a sign of tension. So you see how by using, in this case, Visual feedback and auditory feedback, you can tell if there are signs of tension happening when you're singing. This is how a coach's brain works, constantly scanning for the smallest detail that changes the whole sound. So now that I've taken you behind the scenes and I've shown you how a vocal coach actually thinks, I'm going to share with you in the next section how a vocal coach can dramatically accelerate your progress. Why hire a vocal coach? Fast track to mastery. Now that you know how a vocal coach thinks, let's talk about why having a vocal coach is one of the most empowering ways of growing as a singer. A teacher is a shortcut because it essentially takes guesswork out of the picture. These are the main 3 reasons. Number 1, blind spots. Number 2, personalization. Number 3, unwavering belief and vision holding. Let's walk you through each. Blind spots. Blind spots are aspects of your singing that are affecting the way you sound and the way you feel when you're singing, but they are not necessarily easy to spot on your own. These are the 2 major blind spots. Body tension, that is small habitual patterns that feel normal but create strain. For example, tightening your jaw or lifting your shoulders. Negative beliefs. Thoughts that feel like facts and create a cycle of tension and doubt. For example, I'm not good enough, or I always crack on high notes. These habits feel normal for you, but they are holding you back. That's why it's important to have external feedback provided by a vocal coach so that you can actually progress faster by dissolving these obstacles a lot faster too. Personalization. We live in the age of unlimited information. TikToks, YouTube tutorials, you name it. But here's the problem. Information does not equal guidance. Information does not equal relevance. And finally, information does not equal sequence. Most singers don't struggle because they don't have enough information. They struggle with finding the right information for them right now based on their own voices. That's how a vocal coach becomes a personal curator. A coach helps you answer, what should I focus on today? What is a priority for my voice? Which technique is useful right now and which will confuse me? What is my next step, not someone else's? This creates a tailor-made path, one that saves time and prevents frustration. Unwavering belief and vision holding. This for me right here is one of the most powerful aspects of coaching and one that I believe is not talked about enough. I believe that one of my tasks as your vocal coach is to hold the vision of who you are becoming as a singer. It's very common to experience self-doubt when you're learning a new skill. It happens to all of us. But your vocal coach, in this case me, I know how to take you there. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that I can take you where you want to go. So that is very powerful because when you experience a little bit of self-doubt or you believe enough clarity and you cannot see it yourself, as a vocal coach, I can see it. And I have no doubt in my mind of where I can take you. And I know that that place is going to feel awesome when you get there. A good vocal coach becomes the keeper of your future voice. That is, until you catch up with it. In summary, a coach eliminates blind spots, curates your learning journey, and holds the vision of your future voice. In the following section, I'm going to show you how one-on-one lessons work at the Singing Panda and what makes us special. I hope you really enjoyed this part of the masterclass. If you want to go deeper into this in the full masterclass, I'll walk you through how one-on-one lessons work, how we personalize the process, how to know if this is the right next step for you. You'll find the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next videos coming up every Friday. For now, happy singing, everyone!